Colourpop has another collection. So what do I have this time? Or sorry, this week or this month? So this is the Toy Story collection. This isn't going to be like a review, just more of a tutorial, and I'm going to just show you what's all in the collection to start with before we get into the tutorial. One thing I actually did enjoy about this collection was the fact that, thank you Colourpop for not including in a glittery body oil or blushes or, oh my god, it was just nice the fact that this collection just had eyes and lips. This kind of broke, which I was a wee bit sad about, although it's no big deal, it's the packaging, I'm going to be binning this anyway. This is the BFF Volumizing Mascara. They say that it's like a vibrant lime green, which, fair enough, but I would say it's more of just like a true primary colour green. I have it on my lashes, it's just my lower lashes as you can see, and it's not popping as much as you would maybe think, or maybe it's because it's dried down a wee bit. Like you'll obviously see it whenever I apply that it is quite bright, you know? You see the way that's brighter than that side, so it does dry down a wee bit darker, but you see what I mean, that it's more of like a primary colour green. I love this actually. Like the colour, the packaging. I love the fact that the colour of the mascara matches the packaging, because Colourpop's known to not do that. This is the Sour Candy lip mask. I love the wee Pizza Planet packaging. Thank you again Colourpop for not making this a duo, a lip mask and lip scrub duo, because I swear to goodness, I'm not complaining, but I only have one set of lips on my face. And there's only so much lip masking I can do. These lip masks and the scrubs from Colourpop, I have so many, I could sell them at this point. So this is the packaging. It's super cute actually, and I love the fact that the lip mask itself is this blue and green swirl detail. I'm gonna have a wee try at this because it doesn't smell like anything. I was expecting it to smell like sour apple or something, but it doesn't smell like anything. Just spread it, like I feel like eating it nearly, or like to see if it like tastes sour. In fact, oh yeah, I kind of feel like you need to just break it in to get like a scent or something from it. Yeah, even the smell of that, it does smell a wee bit sour. There's nearly like an appley tinge of it as well. Do you know? No, it doesn't taste sour at all. The palette's always like the star of the show, isn't it? Although I'm not that fussed with this palette, to be honest, just mainly because of the colour story, of course, which, you know what, it is nice, but it's just, it's not really my cup of tea. I can understand this colour story is very good for, obviously, Toy Story, but it's just, it just says here that it's filled with 15 colourful super pigmented shadows, matte, metallic and matte sparkle and pearlescent glitter finishes. There's definitely gorgeous shades in here. There's no doubt about that. This is the main shade that I've used on my lid, just in here. And then I also used this shade, and this shade. I initially was wanting to use this green as well. I was kind of thinking like the green and the purple. Beautiful, because that's obviously what I've done, but this green, I just didn't know where to put it or where to place it. And of course, like we have like it's a metallic purple, metallic blue, is that metallic red as well? Yeah, that are beautifully pigmented. You can see that they're not really like glittery or anything, but they just have that nice metallic shift to them. And then we also have a load of matte shades as well, and also wearable shades, you know, like these two shades here are beautiful and they're nice and wearable. And then maybe like a couple of transitional shades. We have a matte brown and a matte white. Don't really like a matte white in a palette. I don't know, that's just me, just because I don't really use it. Yeah, overall I'm actually really happy with the look that I created and with the shades in the palette, but I just feel like this is maybe just the type of palette that I'm never really going to grab for, just solely based on the colour story, you know. And the packaging is cute. I absolutely love the packaging. This is the outer packaging as well, just in case you're interested. And now the ultra glossy lips. I love these. I think these are so cute. These are just too darn cute. So we have Woody, which is a really nice gold, and this is in the shade Favorite Deputy, and the color reflex and the sparkles in these glosses are just on another level. And I did use this one here, and you can actually see like the reflex and the sparkles on the lips as well. But this one, I seen this one swatched on their Instagram and I thought this was stunning. So this is the Jessie glossy lip in the shade Yeehaw. And I love the form, even though I don't like lip gloss, I love the formula of Colourpop lip glosses because they're really nice and thin in consistency. Like they're not too thick, not too slippery and slidey and everything, and they're really nice and hydrating on the lips. And the gloss, or like the shine that they give off on the lips, is absolutely beautiful. And then this one, oh, so cute. You know, it's the pink, it's the pink. So this is a Bo Peep, and it's in the shade Peep This. Oh. So the reflex in this are like pink and blue. And last up we have Buzz, which is a Buzz and About. That's the shade of it. This is the one that I have used, by the way. Oh, I think I mentioned that, but that's what it looks like just up close. How adorable are these though? Like they're nearly the type of products that you don't want to take out of the packaging, because the packaging is just as nice, you know, like the cardboard packaging. This is the Jelly Much Eyeshadow Trio. Absolutely gorgeous. I love their Jelly Much eyeshadows, but I have to say they're not the easiest to work with. Sometimes if you have too much of an eye base on, or if your eye base is too wet or tacky or sticky, like, you know, like your eyeshadow primer, and then you go on with things, it can nearly mix and like dilute the shimmer, the color, and it'll just look a wee bit dirty and just not right really. But other than that, like once you get the hang of actually using these as a product, they're so beautiful, and they're different as well, because I don't really have anything in my collection or know of another brand that does like an eyeshadow formula like this, that it literally is nearly like a gel, you know. This in the shade Hammer Up. I know, very good vibes. So I'm just gonna take like a wee bit. So like the formula of these, like they are very, very thin, you know, just like, as I said, like they're just like a gel, you know, like they're cooling, they're nearly like wet feeling, just like a jelly, you know. And as I say, thin in consistency, but they're just sometimes quite hard to work with. So that's in the shade Bear It Up. And this is the shade, it's Forky. So give it a swatch. Whoa. Damn. You see, like even on my hand as I'm swatching this, maybe it's because I'm taking too much, but it's nearly like gathered up thicker in certain areas. You know, like they're gorgeous, but it just takes a lot of time and nearly practice using these eyeshadows. But as I say, maybe that's just me. So that's definitely like my silver base with just like kind of pink and multicolored glitter reflex through it. Like I don't know if you can see or not, but you see the way it's gathering up and sticking more here and just looking a wee bit patchy. It says Ham It Up. This is nice. This is really pretty. This one is like more of a candy floss pink. Ooh. Yeah, nice swatch. See, if you want to see actual swatches of these, go onto their Instagram. Their swatches are so much better and nicer, and you're actually able to see the product. That's enough rambling, and let's just get into the tutorial. Okay, I've spent the past 5 minutes just sitting staring at this palette, not having a clue on what to do. I know what colours I'm wanting to use. I'm thinking this purple and this green. I'm definitely wanting to use those colours, but what am I going to use with them? What are we going to do? What eye makeup look? I think just to start myself off, I'm going to go into Intergalactic. And I suppose I'm just going to create a bit of a shape. So popping this just kind of like at the upper crease to start with. Just pressing this on. Yeah, I'm just gonna press this on in a shape. But those are definitely like the two shades that I'm wanting to work with and have on the eyes, is the purples and the greens, because those two shimmers are beautiful. Kind of wishing that this was a wee bit darker, like the pigment's there, but it's more leaning kind of like a pastel green. Still nice though. And then I'm gonna switch to one of my brushes, my 02 brush, and taking that exact same shade. I'm gonna run that along the lower lash line. And at the outer corner, I'm also gonna wing this out. Joining it from the lower lash line to the outer corner. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Like, I really like that shape. Applying the green all over the lid and here would be quite nice. Or like a gradient purple to green. Although would that look silly? I don't know. Oh no, I need to make my mind up very quick. But I'm just starting to pack this green shade still on and do a wee bit of blending just at those edges, obviously. So taking Howdy Partner. Again, one of my brushes, this is my 04. I'm gonna use this to kind of help blend out that green. And also, like, more so just to use like another shade. Usually whenever I do these videos with Colourpop palettes or collections, I like to use as many shades from the palette as possible. Where is my... God, I'm using a lot of brushes from my collection. My 05. And I'm going to continue full in with style. Coating the inside with this shimmery purple. I'm going to be using this shade as a base for Blast Off, hopefully. That's the idea. Oh, fallout. I'm getting a lot of fallout. Before I go in and think of doing any blending work to the shimmer, go back into this thicker flat brush and just using the tip of the brush to just do a wee bit of blending at this shimmer. Just to kind of blur and diffuse those edges a wee bit so it doesn't just look so harsh. I don't know how I'm going to blend this out, and like there isn't a darker colour that I can maybe blend this with. Kind of wish there was just a darker purple that was matte to do a wee bit of blending here, but hopefully this looks okay. And then also at the outer corner, holy shit ski. We grab a clean brush. I'm gonna give this wee blender brush. Now I want something, or I need something that's gonna be a wee bit more flexible. Yeah, this is perfect. And do you know what? Going into a bit of the purple. See, that's blending okay. I'm more trying to focus on blending at the outer corner. You see from a distance though, that's looking not bad. Like, that's alright looking, isn't it? It's just looking maybe a wee bit unfinished because it just needs to be blended more, or I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be so beautiful. Oh, stop. I'm so excited now, actually. This looks unbelievable. I'm just kind of wondering where we're going to put the green. I was thinking of a bit just... Oh my goodness. That's nearly like a duochrome. Yeah, that's like a duochrome. Whatever way I shift my finger, it's looking green to pink. Oh my god, that looks incredible. Taking another clean one of my brushes, my 05, and still going into Blast Off. slightly bringing it out onto the outer corner. Not too much though. I don't want it the whole way out here in case whenever I look forward it creates, because it's a shimmer, I don't want it to create a bit of a shadow. So it's just mainly keeping that on the lid. But doing a wee bit of blending here so it doesn't stop, you know. I think I can hear Stanley outside crying to get in. Taking a shadow stick from Colourpop. This is a Hey Bestie. It's really nice metallic purple. I'm going to pop this in my waterline. You can't really see it show up too much. But also my lower lash line as well. I know I did put green under here, but it wasn't really showing up too well, so this is why I'm putting this shadow stick down as a bit of a base, and we're going to go on top with some purple. Following with style. That's so much better, you see. Just applying a shadow stick and applying a wee bit of shadow on top while it's still ticky. I said that's so serious. Just apply it while it's still ticky. Applying the eyeshadow on it whenever it's still sticky. Like the eyeshadow stick. So where's the wee mascara? Here we go. Mine's kind of fell apart. BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Roar. I don't know if I want to do this. Is this going to completely mess up this makeup look? You see, if it does, I'm going to be absolutely raging. Screw it, let's go for it. Oh my god, no. I can't. Oh. No, absolutely not. It's a really nice colour. Like, I love the fact that it's like a pure primary colour green. But just, maybe not with this makeup look. I like it and I like the colour, and I do love these mascaras. I love the brush, the wand, the formula of these mascaras, but I just think for this makeup look it's not really pulling through. And like, it's no fault of the mascara, the collection or anything like that. It's obviously just how I personally feel. Like, it's alright. It's not the worst, is it? Give these another, ooh, zoom in. It could be worse, I feel, but I think maybe the more I'm putting on, the better it's looking. I think with just a wee bit, it was looking a wee bit silly. These are probably my favourite things within the entire collection, to be honest, just solely based on the packaging. The packaging and the shades, come on now, these are gorgeous. These are so cute. I absolutely love these. It's just unfortunate that they're glosses though, so I probably won't actually get much use out of them. So what shade will we use? Will we take, like, see this red one, the Jessie one? I think that's actually so different. Like, I don't actually have a gloss in my collection this shade or this colour or anything, so I think that's quite nice. Like, the purple one's beautiful. The pink one, that's adorable, right? And the gold one, I love this. This is actually going to be beautiful. But I suppose to match the eyes, so we go for this one. Buzzing about. Cute. I'm going to just put the tiniest wee bit, just mainly on my cupid's bow, and just in the centre of the lip, at the bottom. I like the fact that these are quite small though. So I do, this is going to sound really bad, but I like the fact that these are quite small and you don't really get a lot of product. Like, as you can see, obviously the way the package is shaped, it looks as if you're getting more product, but if you look at the bottom, you're not really. I quite like that because I just know that I'm not going to get much use out of these anyway. I don't know, maybe that's just me being silly, but smell good, tastes good, tastes like cake, vanilla. You can actually see on the lips, look how glossy and shiny that looks. See, if you're a gloss, these are lovely actually, but you can actually see like the reflex come through on the lips as well, like the glitters. But the glitters through this wee purple one is obviously just like silverish, pinky purple. So what do we think? I'm gonna give these another close-up of the makeup look. It actually turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. Thank God. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one.